Greetings and salutations to episode 1.5 of the Toka Tales ACG Assault and Combat Group First Job. So we left off and you guys used the teleportation point to go to an unknown location. This unknown location, you find yourself in a relatively small room, sparsely appointed, with a few chairs on the outer edges. It's kind of dark, cool, creepy, and there in front of you, you all see a casket with an older lady standing next to it, who, as soon as you appear, kind of jumps a little bit. Oh, welcome, dearest. So, are you the ones that answered me call for the job?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, fantastic. So, basically, I'm too old to do this myself. I need someone to carry me husband's corpse to its final resting place. Would you guys be able to help?
Absolutely, ma'am. That's all.
Yeah, we got a robot.
We can teleport you within a couple days' journey of it, and then I'll need you to bring it up into the mountains to where he'll be resting. It was his last will.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
miss him.
Sympathies, ma'am.
Is there like a certain spot that you wanted to be buried at?
Oh, the grave is already dug. The person will be there waiting for you to take care of it. You just need to deliver the body to him. Once I get confirmation that you've delivered my husband's corpse to him, then I will make sure you all get your reimbursement. Okay, it's 200 platinum for completion if you can get it done within 3 days. I'll be teleporting within about a 2-day journey of the location. Because of certain issues, this cannot be put into any storage container or compartment, so it will have to be manually carried. So I hope that's not too much of a hassle for you. Anything else that you want to know beforehand?
I believe that covers all the information we need. So we'll begin transport immediately.
Now, is he in a casket or is it just a body?
Casket.
Okay.
Is it sealed at the moment, or can it be sealed?
It is.
Okay.
It's locked up.
Can we res it?
It's a metal casket
Okay.
that's covered in sigils.
I look over at Warforge. You strong enough to carry it on your back?
Possibly, I'll try.
What's your strength?
Oh, 12.
Ooh. Damn, I'm stronger than you.
So you go over and try and lift it. Make a strength check.
You break your back.
If it's not 20, I'm strapping it to you and we're dealing with it. Come on, man. You can do it.
$15.
You can't even budget.
No, at least you didn't hurt yourself.
Well, you could budget, but you can't quite lift it.
Yeah, I don't think I can actually lift this.
Sure.
Dirty 20?
You're able to lift it. What's your base strength?
14.
14? You could carry it. It's heavy. It would be very difficult for you to carry. Once you kind of wrap yourself around it a bit and start and pick it up, though, you find that your blessing reaches around the casket itself, and just like you kind of float there, it kind of does the same thing for you, so it kind of feels like you're carrying it underwater, which makes it a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, because isn't it easier to like hold things underwater?
Yeah, you're still like slowly sinking down, so you have to kind of swim your way back up.
Yeah. But
It's heavy. It's still going to be exhausting for you to carry it without help.
Make Tom carry it.
His character's strong.
Yeah. I was just thinking, yeah.
If it's gonna weigh you down there, common way. It's a common way, right?
I know he's got like a 19 strength, if not more.
Cause it. Sorry, I don't.
Oh. Hi, Lion Harley. Cool.
I make the comment,
And thank you for following.
to Tom's character, can you carry it?
Bitch, grab the box. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I'll strap it to him. I believe I have rope and stuff like that. Yep, I have plenty of rope. Should make it happen.
Okay, so Tom's gonna carry it?
Yep.
He ain't gonna
With his strength.
With a strength of 19, yeah. He just puts it on his shoulder and
It
carries
might
it.
even be higher, but I know it's at least 19 on that character.
Yeah.
Can I offer to secure it so he can still wield weapons, so it's not in danger?
Um,
I offer to secure it.
she seems, as when she sees him pick it up and carry it carefully on one shoulder, you see her calm down a little bit and feel a little bit better about it.
No issue to bother. That's fine.
If you tie it to his back, then basically you're kind of teetering it this way and that, which means that the body kind of is going to crumple down into it.
Okay.
And when you start thinking about, when you look over at the lady and see her, like, pretty much mortified face as the large serpentine mermaid creature is picking it up and floating there in mid-space with it and slowly sinks back down to the floor and then kind of pulls back up, watching it teeter from, like, one direction to another, kind of like, you can see her not looking so comfortably at that.
But when Tom's got it, she's
And then
good.
when Tom picks it up and he's just holding it on his shoulder like it's a piece of luggage, okay, she seems to calm down a little bit as he's holding it pretty nice and steady and level.
Okay.
We need Tensor's floating disc. Just for things like that.
Not wrong. So, I tell her that, then we'll transport immediately.
You say that out loud?
Sure.
Your pocket vibrates.
What do we got?
Tensor's floating disc available for 15 platinum. Take it anywhere you go. This coin will summon a Tensor's floating disc that will follow you for up to 1 hour. Purchase now.
Remind me. Schooling. Tensor's floating disc. Hey, Abs.
Hi, Abby. All right. So if you guys will go back to where you were standing a moment ago, I'll teleport you right over.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Just follow the road to the north, right up the mountain, and then at the peak of the mountain is where you'll find them. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate this.
You're welcome, man.
You're welcome.
May the
Welcome,
gods be
Mom.
with you.
Thank you, Mom.
And as she bows her head, everything goes dark again, and you appear on the middle of a woodland path. And you can see what looks to be a large mountain, only one mountain in the middle of this entire plain, where it's flat almost in every direction, except for the trees all over the place.
Peculiar.
And there's this one very steep, sharp, rocky mountain just sticking out of the terrain, in sharp contrast to the nature of everything around it. And it's easy to see there's a road going right up the side of it.
Alright, that appears to be our destination.
Should we begin
Yeah.
the check then?
Yep, that's it's moving. What was that on?
What?
What'd you say?
Should we begin the trek then?
Yep.
Yeah, we forgot to ask one simple question.
What's that?
How are we getting back?
Well, at that point, we probably could.
Don't know if those communicators will be able to teleport us back from there.
It costs a platinum to set it up as a Toka point. But we can do that once we get there and get back, and then we'll use the Toka point back into our location and get back. It'll cost us a couple plat, but otherwise it should transport us with no issue.
Okay, just figured I'd mention it.
The metagame, is that correct, as far as I know?
Good job.
Okay, thank you. I was trying to put it together while I was doing it. Thank you. Okay, so yep, as we just make our way on the path
Alrighty.
All right.
up north.
So who's keeping watch? Anyone?
I'll keep watch.
I will.
All right. Make a perception check.
Nat 1.
19.
Technically a 5.
I got a 19. Let's just pretend that the Warforged was pounding his head against a tree as he walked, and just
I'm just
I don't
staring
know
at
what's
the
happening.
trees, not paying attention in the slightest.
Okay.
What am I gonna do with all that plat?
So
I don't know where the
you're
fuck
just
I am.
walking down the road. It's pretty. Okay. You're not really sure what's going on as you just slowly kind of walk away from the rest of the group. Okay. I'm not even going to make the rest of you bother to do perception checks as you see him start wandering off the side, just kind of lost as to what's going on.
Ooh, what's over here?
I think someone's gonna have to keep an eye on him.
Okay. You see what looks to be tracks ahead of you. That look to be, looks like 1 to 2 large creatures and about a half dozen to a dozen smaller creatures that have recently traveled here in the last couple of hours.
I call it out to the group that it looks like tracks, and I call out to the Warforged walking away. Monk Robot, where are you going?
Oh, sorry, I got distracted. We'll wander back over.
Alright, so it looks like there might be some activity in the area. It looks recent, probably today, maybe a few hours old by the look of it. So let's keep our wits about us and then keep moving on, making our way forward, and maybe not wander off the path.
I will try.
And
Good
look
job.
for some corpses along the way.
Might be a bandit party, so let's keep our eyes out, and I'll
So
let you
roll
know.
a D100 for me.
$77.
Okay. So about mid-afternoon. Okay. Everyone make a perception check.
12.
Huh?
8.
Dirty 20.
I'm in La La Land.
12.
So the only one that notices it is the one that wasn't paying
Wanderer.
attention before.
I guess you really took to heart what you said.
That's damn right you did.
As you're coming around the bend, you see up ahead what looks to be a large orc.
Oh,
And behind him, where'd the kids go?
Oh.
Behind him
fighting
is
kids?
2 small children with their hands bound and a rope leading from them to him.
I'll call out to the rest of the group. There's a large creature ahead of us. 2 smaller ones behind it.
As you call up, you can see that he heard you as he pulls his axe.
Possibly hostile.
Alright, what's your name? Character name, unless I want to call you
Zeta.
Zeta. Alright, Zeta, you get in front, get ready to handle any direct confrontation. Raja?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Roger.
Raja? Okay. Raja, hang back for support in case anything comes up and he starts coming around. Kazuo? I'm sorry, what's
Kaze.
Kaze. It's better than the first time. I think I'll
You
be
can
Kaze.
also call her Kami.
Okay. Kami, get ready to support from the right. I'll worry about the left. Warforged, you in front. Let's move out.
I'm a cleric. I don't really like.
Alright, then offer support. Just hang back from the right. Me and you will lead. So
she's staying to the back.
yep, those 2.
He's staying in the back here with the coffin.
Yep.
Okay. Fee and Greg, make another perception check.
16.
8.
Okay. So. Can you position those 3 behind that rock right there? These 3 behind that rock over there. Okay. And then these 3, can you position behind that rock in the way back? Okay. So the only ones that you notice are those. B.
Okay.
Those 3 goblins that are over by that pile of refuse. You don't notice the other ones. I just put them there for positioning.
Can I cast
Okay, so I want you to roll for initiative.
10.
10.
17.
Wait, what?
You guys both got 17. We both got 10. That's kind of funny.
We're in sync.
No, 16, sorry. I get 3 bonus to that.
If that's a good start to a combat phase, if everything's lining up, then keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. You guys are the ones that went with the assault and collecting.
Assault and collecting.
Yeah, so we got our own name now. We got to be badasses.
Is it group or group? Okay.
ACG.
I thought it was gang.
You know what?
It's gonna be
We'll
that.
get there. We'll
that
get
makes
there.
us sound,
That sounds well.
that
Assault
makes
and
us sound like
collect.
goons.
What are we doing?
True.
All right, so first up we have Fee and the orc. The orc yells out something in a language. Do any of you speak Orcish?
Tom.
I speak fish.
I speak no languages.
Nope.
Tom does.
I speak common fishing abyssal.
Nice. Okay,
Fucking
so
Tom, he's not here.
none of you understand what he says.
No.
Okay. The kids behind him start crying and collapse down to their knees.
Do you want me to knock him down?
Yeah, you can knock him prone.
Oh, they're dead. Res them.
All right, and that's his turn. What are you doing, Fee? You somehow are at top of the rotation.
The cleric.
That can be a good thing for healing.
Yeah,
Or make you
Or-
blessed, or
or a lot of the other stuff like bless or
I need to
the
look up something.
enhancements that you can give to other people
So that was
or
the
the
feeling.
crowd control stuff that you can do.
I mean, you know about this group, so I mean, if you have any AOE things, that'd be
Drop a spell on him.
right.
Spiritual guardians. Mirror image.
Trask, maybe?
I'm sorry, what?
Illusionary magic.
Oh.
I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this.
I approve.
There's a Hydra. Really? We're just watching people freak out. Last time we saw that, though, they all ran into a destroyed town and killed themselves. It was hilarious.
Joe, you're up next, so
Yeah, I was gonna try Sacred Flame on them.
okay. Which one are you casting on?
I'm gonna aim for the middle one.
The middle one?
That guy?
Okay. That's half cover, so I get advantage on my roll.
Oof.
I'm glad I have advantage. Yeah, it still doesn't matter. Roll damage.
Nine.
9. Oh yeah. Your holy fire rips into him. You hear him screaming. Everyone is now aware of the 3 goblins that are there. One of which is screaming as this bright white light is just erupting off of its head.
A bunch of bubbles.
Anything else?
Unfortunately for him.
Well, that was a cantrip.
Yeah. So that was your action. You have bonus action, movement.
Yeah, you can. Because the spell I was gonna use is only for one target.
Was he dead?
No.
Is he close?
He's not looking good.
I don't.
Yeah, I didn't hear bloodied.
He's definitely not looking good.
Had better days.
Yeah, he's definitely got one foot in the grave.
Ooh.
So, anything else, Faye?
I don't think I can cast a spell now, right?
No.
Yeah.
You don't have the Warcaster trait.
I think that's it.
Okay. So, Joe,
I'm casting.
what are you casting?
Hid your image.
Okay. Where?
Behind us.
Behind you. Okay.
To appear right over here.
Okay, so it's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
What are you making an image of?
Maybe we'll go Trask. It's just
So, a
my one.
20-foot tall Tarask.
not as good as, saying the Lightbringer's name, but it should still work.
So you see one goblin freak out and start running away. Pick one of the first ones in the front.
On the front?
Yeah.
Well, we'll throw him out.
Yeah, that's good.
Middle guy's too busy being on fire.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The rest of them are kind of looking up like weird, as we have a 20-foot tall Tarask right here. But nobody else really seems to care.
Start moving him forward.
Can you do that with Major Image?
As long as it's in my line of sight.
Okay.
Or within range.
So you'll
Is it
start
range or
moving.
sight? Double checking. 40-foot cubes, but within range and lasts for the duration. It doesn't give me range.
You see?
Check out.
Appears a spot you can see within range and lasts for the duration. Putting sounds, smells, and temperature appropriate to the thing. Okay. Concentration up to 10 minutes, range of 120 feet.
Okay. Very good. Okay.
Helps when you scroll down.
Well, I was working on it, but I figured you knew exactly what you were looking for.
More or less.
We'll throw him up there, ripping his way through.
Okay. All right, so you guys see a 20-foot tall Tarask appear out of nowhere and make its way through all these leaves down the road to there.
This ought to be
The
fine.
character's staying still.
It walked right by you.
Well, it seems like it's on our side.
Okay. Next we
I'm
have
sort of still shocking though, seeing this 20-foot tall thing
Probably should have
coming
warned
out
you
of the woods
first.
very close to me.
goblins. All right, so the two goblins in front pull out bows and attack the Tarask. The one that lit himself on fire ends up shooting himself in the foot. Make him prone.
He's just trying to help himself.
Okay. He's bleeding out. He'll be dead. The other one.
Oh, yeah.
The other one.
Yep.
He'll be dead by the end of the round. Okay. So the other one fires an arrow right through the Tarask. And you guys all see it plunk right next to Fee. You see an arrow go whizzing right by and land about 3 feet away from you.
You didn't catch it. How come?
And then
That's my thing.
Good thing so Oscar actually didn't get shot.
you see 3 more arrows come flying out from beyond the bend. You can't quite tell from where. That fly right through him and end up landing over in here. And next we have those guys in the back. Who's the one in front?
Me.
You? Okay, 21.
41 hits.
Okay. A stone comes flying at your head.
Can I deflect missile?
You can try.
Can I try?
Yeah.
Roll a d20 for that.
Yep. What does it say to you? How you have to use it?
Reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10, plus your dexterity modifier, plus your monk level.
Okay, so roll a d10.
D10. That's...
Well, first actually roll a d20 to make sure you don't crit fail it.
Do I add any modifiers to that, or just...
No, just roll. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're fine.
4.
Okay. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're fine. Now roll a d10.
Okay. D10. That's... 5. Wait, 5
And then you add your
plus
dex modifier, I believe.
3 plus...
5 plus 3 plus 3, because I'm level 3.
11.
So 11.
Okay. So you grab it
Just catch
before
it.
it hits you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Because if you negate your full damage of the bolt, which was only 5 points of damage, then that allows you to catch it, and with a key point, you could try and fire it back.
I only have a few of those though.
Yep. That's why it's up to you if you want to use it or not.
I'll just toss it to the side. I'm not gonna throw it back at him.
Okay.
I gotta conserve those.
Laugh.
Better to chuckle, toss it to the
So
side.
next we have Sam and Greg.
You go first.
And then
I'll follow
Fee, you're up
you.
next.
I can see that big orc dude right there, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to use target lock
Okay.
to lock onto him.
Okay, so you've used your action to lock onto him.
That's actually a good question. Is this my main action, just locking on?
Yeah.
Oh, we never really specified it was a bonus action, additional action.
No, it's an action unless specified otherwise.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You asked the same question in yours, session 0.
Yeah.
And you were like, shit, yeah, so that's perfect for setting up, like, preemptive attack.
I can't reach me before that, probably, so.
No, they were all distracted this round, so.
Yep, okay. So,
So you get a target lock on him.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
nope, I'll be patient.
Okay. Then, Greg, what are you doing?
How far away is the orc?
5,
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. About 50 feet. 55 feet.
Could walk 12 feet forward.
Except you can use a key point to, as a bonus action, move your distance again.
Well, I'll.
What's your movement?
My movement's. I meant right out of my rocket punch range. But my movement's 40, so I could probably get right up to him.
You can move pretty damn close to him, yeah.
Right, so I'll.
You want to move the 40 feet up to him?
Not right up to him. I'll move about half of the distance, so he's in range of my rocket punch, but he can't just.
25, 30, 35, 40. That's as close as you could get.
Actually, I'll get that close,
Okay.
and I'll use a key point, fire rocket punch right at him.
Okay. So you can do your full attack. So roll for attack.
Would I add my dex to that?
Yep.
Nope, not gonna. That's a 9.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Never
just
mind
barely miss him. Okay. Anything else? You've made an attack, so you can also use your bonus action to make another attack because of your monk ability.
Try it again,
Your
Sam.
dual strike, so
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, I'll try it again. I'll try just throwing another one at him.
Okay.
17.
That's a hit.
Right, so
Roll
it's,
damage.
D6 plus the D4 bleed. That's 6 plus the 3 bleed.
Nice
So
roll.
9 total?
Yep.
Not bad. Yep. Your punch rips right into his arm, rips part of his arm open. You can see it bleeding pretty well as you start reeling him back in. All right. Anything else you're doing?
Use my movement, so I'm stuck there.
Yeah.
So I'll just call it there.
Okay. Then next we have Fee and the orc. So while Fee is making her move, the orc comes up this way. Can you push the kids up forward?
Down to
The line is short, and he drags them right along with him. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing a 7 won't hit you.
No.
And then he fumbles with a 1 and ends up dropping his axe.
He's in melee range.
Oh, yeah.
Can I counterattack him?
Do you have counterattack?
Yeah, I do. I used
Should
it,
have as a
I used it a
monk.
bunch last
As a monk. To punch the hell out of him.
All right.
So yeah, can I counterattack him?
That's a key point then, right?
Oh, it is.
That's a good opportunity to use it, though. Right
Yeah,
there.
but I'll use
Better than throwing
I'll
a
use the
stone.
I'll use the key point.
Okay.
I'll
You can attack
counterattack
roll.
on him. 19.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Do it again. Do it again.
I'm out of key points. I only have 3.
Wow.
2, 5.
I forgot it was that. I was
6.
thinking he had 6.
6?
Yep.
So you're gonna get a really good show about what I'm gonna do to the orc next.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, he's taking some damage.
Alright.
And he's looking pretty pissed off. Next we have Joe. And then it's going to be the goblins, the frogs, and then after that is salmon.
I thought Fee went ahead of me.
Oh yeah, I'm still waiting for Fee to do her move. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like,
I want
wait a
Thank you.
Did I cast Guiding Bolt on that guy?
Yeah. That one's an attack roll, I believe.
20 feet?
Yeah, make sure if you're casting that level of a spell, you're deducting it from your spells from the day.
It's a ranged spell attack against the target.
Yeah. So what'd you roll to attack?
The base one was an 18, but then there's the plus 5 that I have for my spells.
Okay, so that's definitely a hit. So roll damage. Was that a level 1 or a level 2 spell?
It's level 1, and on a hit, the target takes 4d6 damage.
Jeez, okay.
So,
Roll 4d6. And if I remember right, the next attack also gets advantage against it, correct?
the next attack roll made against this target at the end. Yep.
Alright, so the next person that attacks it gets advantage.
Can you have one of your d6s?
Oh,
Thank you.
no problem.
Do you have your spell mod too?
That's with my spell mod.
Oh, Sweet's dead.
This bolt of energy arcs out from her hand into this guy. Sorry, this stream of bubbles arcs out from her hand, popping into him.
They have no
And
lightning
you
bolts
just
in
see
the
him like
bubbles.
being hit with this barrage of bubbles. It's just boom, 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 boom. You said 22?
Yep.
That was the big guy?
Yep, this one right here.
Okay, you see him kind of falter and kind of barely staying up at this point. He is definitely not looking good at all. That was a heavy fucking hit. Wow.
Nice
So
roll.
that was a level 1 or 2.
1.
Okay, so what you want to do is on your spell sheet, how you have so many level 1s per day.
I have 4 level 1s, so
Yeah.
I now have 2 level 1s.
So you used 1 spell. So I bring it down to 3. Oh, you used another level 1 earlier, right?
Yeah, first
Yeah,
time.
it's only.
Okay.
I have 2 more spell slots for level 1.
Okay. Well, you did Holy Fire the first time. That's a cantrip.
Oh yeah, that does.
Yeah, that doesn't
That's your
count.
spell.
Yeah, so you're
Cantrips are
you're
free.
Actually at 3.
So you've only used 1 level 1 spell. The Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, because the first spell you cast was the cantrip,
Yep.
the fairy fire,
Sacred.
the sacred fire.
Sacred Flame. Okay. So, Joe. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else? Bonus
I'm
action or
gonna
anything?
ask if a bonus action could be a cantrip.
No, you don't have Warcaster.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, actually. Yeah. We'll have him jump up over to here on top of them.
Okay. Both of the goblins pass out as this giant 20-foot tall Taras jumps into front of them. And what else are you doing?
Gonna slowly work my way up closer.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do.
Okay. Then they're passed out, but we have
6.
21,
That hits.
2 points of piercing damage from an arrow.
Can I deflect it?
You're gonna need a key point, right?
Deflecting it is free. Throwing it back costs a key point.
Yep.
So 15.
Okay. Roll a d10.
D10.
Either way, it's going to cancel it out because as long as you roll over a 2.
6.
Yeah. So you cancel it out, but you don't have a key point to throw it back. Next one goes at the Tarask and goes right through it. Goes right through the Tarask. And then we have Froggies.
It worked.
I have no issue with this situation. We're doing great.
So, through the Tarask comes a stone flying through the Tarask directly at you for 22 to hit.
Damn.
Does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That'll leave a mark.
Take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. That'll leave a mark.
Okay. And make a constitution check to see if you hold on to concentration.
Nope. He's gone.
Okay.
Bye-bye. It saved a lot of beatings for the rest of us, though.
Yeah. As it disappears, you can now see the passed out goblins. One of them seems to be in a pile of its own urine.
Do we take their ears?
Wonder why.
We can.
They take their ears.
Well, we have
We're
to
gonna
That's
take
what
take
you was
them.
thinking.
We're going to take more
Yeah,
than
we
that.
can take. We'll start the process. We have a match, then we'll just start adding it to the pot.
Yeah.
Kill 'em
You
first.
do remember that there was a quest for goblin ears.
Yep.
And if we show up with 100 that have been preserved inside of the storage unit, it's just like, okay, here we go. Here's our money. Instant money.
Yep.
But we can do that after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of got to finish
Whose
killing
turn
him
is
first.
it?
So,
Yours.
Sam and Greg.
Okay. I'm target locked on that orc, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Who's not looking good at all.
I have to move forward a little bit.
Yeah, I had to, too.
And I'm just gonna cast Spark with 4 points of added to it.
Honestly, you don't even have to add points to it. Roll your base 3d6
And
damage.
I have advantage because it's
Yeah, you have advantage to hit, so roll to hit.
so a total of 13.
That's going to hit. You only have an
Okay.
AC of 12.
Where's the
So-
D6 go?
Yeah, he needs
Right
his
there in front of
d6 back.
Oh, there we go.
So that's 3d6 plus your spell mod.
6.
We rolled a 6.
11.
Okay. 6.
So
17.
how do you want to do this?
Describe it?
It's poor.
Yeah.
So you're just standing there in front of the orc that is pretty messed up, and then all of a sudden a lightning bolt jumps over your head and hits him in his head. And if you ever imagine what being in an electric chair would have imagined if it was all in your head, like getting hit with a lightning bolt in the head, that's what you're seeing in front of your face.
Eyes melting.
Yeah,
Face
it's
melts off.
just the steaming pile of death.
A little put off, but awesome.
They could have used those body parts, man. What the hell?
I wanted to
So, Greg.
into his face.
It was goblin. It was not orc.
Actually, yeah, all of you can make a perception check
Sure,
if
we
you
can
want
find
quick.
something for
I
that.
wanted to take the arrow that I caught and jam it into the orc's
15.
7.
17.
Hey, we match.
So the two of you notice, the two of you don't. One of the kids completely passes out at the sight of this happening. Okay, mind you, the orc is still kind of standing there jittering before he falls. And then the other little kid looks up, sees what's going on, and starts untying his hands. What are you doing, Greg? This
Well-
guy in front of you is,
He's dead.
yeah.
Well, I was going to take the arrow I'd caught and jab him with it, but he's dead now, so that's kind of pointless.
Yeah, so you can see two that look to be alive, but unconscious. You can now see the frog guys behind there who have slings. The one in the back has turned around and is no longer running away.
Oh.
And then you also can see the goblins over there. So, what do you want to do now?
How far are the goblins?
5, 10. So the ones that are prone are at about 20 feet from you.
Okay.
The other ones are 5, 10,
35
15,
to 40.
20, 25. 30, and you could be in range of them.
Alright, so I'll...
And it's about the same distance to the froggy guys.
Oh, I completely forgot those others were there.
Yeah, Fee's drink is blocking your view.
It's fine.
Nice going, Fee.
I'll run over to the frog guys.
Okay, what's your movement?
The 40. So I
40.
should have just enough to make it to them.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
It's not.
No, he would be a little bit closer. As a monk, he can get over the terrain without difficulty.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he'd be there.
No. I'll run up on that one, and I'll just go for a basic punch to him.
Whack, whack?
Just right in the face.
Whack's
if I
not
can
here.
land it.
Well, that's a... Yep, boom, boom.
Yeah,
yeah.
bonus action.
And I'll... Yeah.
So Molly the shit out of it.
Yeah. You're the only one with the double attack.
21.
Oh, yeah. Roll your next one.
4.
4. No, the second one doesn't hit. So roll damage for the first one.
Start losing your balance after the first massive hit.
Yeah.
Well, it was a nat 1, but thankfully my modifier.
It was a nat 1.
It was a nat 1, but then my
You
modifier.
gotta tell me when it's a nat 1.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a nat 1.
Okay. So it whiffs and you end up with your back to the guy.
Alright.
How much damage did you do?
8 on that first one.
And that's including your dex mod?
Yep, that's d6 plus dex plus d4.
And it doubled for critting?
It wasn't a nat 20.
It was a 21 with my modifier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So how much total again?
8.
8.
I got thrown off the 1.
Okay. Yeah. You can't see it because you have your back to him at the moment, but yeah, you cut his face up pretty damn bad.
Awesome.
He's now has... Well, no, he doesn't have his back to you, but... anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Okay. So now we're back up to Fee and the dead orc. The dead orc is going to
Keep smoking.
fail his death saving throw.
He's gonna go up to the kids.
What's your movement? I believe it's only 25. Because you're in the air.
Bottom right. Or left.
There's nothing there.
I know I did this part up.
Apparently you missed a spot.
No, it's blank. I can see that.
I don't have anything written down for languages. Typically, yes. Okay.
Oh, what the mother... Son of a... I know I had... Oh. Ground speed is 5, where you crawl and flop. Okay. Fly speed is 25, and water speed is 50. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is how close you can get.
Okay.
You can use your action to sprint, okay, and be able to move your movement again. But that's going to use your action.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so you're within 10 feet of the kids.
It's just... I can't do anything now, right?
You have a bonus action.
Save the children.
Would untying them count as a bonus action, or...
They're still too far away from you to untie them directly.
Could I just do a perception check on them to see if they're hurt in any way?
Sure, do a medicine check.
9.
9. They appear to be malnourished, covered in bruises, cuts, and scrapes. They look like they've been through quite a traumatic situation. One of them is passed out cold and shaking. The other one is frantically trying to unbind their hands and not having much luck with it. And they are and the one that's unbinding their hands is looking at you terrified.
Seafood's here to rescue you.
Could I, Oh, they're gonna be even more terrified when she talks
You're
to
next,
them.
Joe.
Are you okay? The child would hear that in its head.
Don't eat me.
I have no intentions of eating you.
Don't eat me. It's just freaking out.
Are you hurt?
Please don't eat me.
Shock set in quite a bit.
Well, they were kidnapped by orcs. They're little human kids.
Mm-hmm.
Just witness the orc kid
Okay.
get his face melted.
They just watched the big scary orc get demolished. A giant 20-foot tall Taras creature go running right by them. Okay, these poor kids are traumatized as hell. Okay, this is major
For
PTSD.
life.
This is one of those stories that they'll tell at the campfire that no one's gonna fucking believe them, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they survive.
Yeah, if and now there's this 12-foot long aquatic deep sea creature floating next to them, speaking to them in their heads, asking them if they're okay. Okay, showing this round mouth full of sharp, jagged teeth.
Not round mouth, it's like our mouth except with shark-like teeth. Yellow shark-like teeth.
Does that help your case any?
The shark like
better than-
maybe.
It's better than a circular mouth. The circular
I'm sorry,
mouth
I
looks like
went-
I'm about to suck their face off.
I'll remember the original artwork, sorry.
Yeah.
That you couldn't make a figurine for, so you went with the other one.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, they're pretty traumatized. And what are you doing, Joe?
I can start rolling some sea salt candies I have at them. Just like start like rolling.
I'll let you do as a bonus action throw candy at them, okay?
Take out some candy, just like,
Are you okay?
Calm down. Make a dex roll.
Panicking right now.
12.
Okay, you ping the kid like right off of the wrist that he's trying to untie. He's like, what? Huh?
I'm gonna throw another one. Doesn't even see its candy.
I let you have a bonus action, okay? It's Joe's turn. What are you doing? I see you moved up to him.
Yep. I'm going to step on his head. I'm standing there.
The news of it.
Well, he's not quite dead yet.
Oh, he's considered dead.
I do this, I'm going to get spanked him. Yep, I do it. Right dead.
These poor children
Okay,
are going to be
roll.
so scared.
Roll
Pretty much.
d20, add your spell mod.
What are you doing?
Resurrect.
I'm getting an undead pet. I'm going to name him George.
George.
What'd you roll?
Oh, 3.
What's your spell mod?
Yeah, I'm looking.
This is going to end poorly. Rise, George.
9.
9?
Yeah.
It's enough to be successful.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so that raises it as an undead with how many hit points?
No, we never got that far.
I'm pretty sure it's on there.
These kids are gonna be traumatized.
I just saw it melt his face off. Now he's rising from the dead in front of their eyes.
So,
You throw candy
Yeah.
at them.
it's not on its feet yet.
Just like
Okay.
floating like a foot and a half away. Just
But
I couldn't
No.
resist.
candy at the kid, trying to get into
you
his
probably
mouth.
haven't noticed. Actually, no, you're facing directly at it. All of you
Spin around
watch
right
him
in
just
time to
reach
see
his
it.
hand down as this like greenish energy ebbs out of him into the body as the whole body just starts quivering and twitching.
Oh.
The kid screams and is trying even more to undo his binds and pull away, which is still attached to the orc.
1 spell point per d6 of hit points raises
Poor kids.
undead.
Okay.
Put 3 points in there, that'd give him what, 18 hit points? Or
Yep.
up to 18 hit points. So he gets 12.
12. Okay, so write down on a notebook on a separate piece somewhere. You have an orc, undead, 12 hit points. And then your next round, you're going to have to try and control it.
Yep.
and it will stay resurrected for him until it's destroyed. And as long as he makes his control, it will continue to serve him until it's destroyed.
What happens if he doesn't?
Then he starts.
It will try to kill you and everyone else. Alright, so next we have the goblins and the froggy. Miss. B, does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Two points of piercing damage. And then the froggies are all going to attack you. 18,
Nope.
13,
Nope.
7.
No.
Nope. Still unconscious. Okay, one of the goblin that's looks like he's half standing
He's dead.
has bled out. The last of his ice of his life ebbs out through the cracked remains of his face from the holy charring.
Poor guy.
Um,
Smoke.
next we have Sam and Greg.
My Lego.
Yeah, you can go.
I'm gonna activate Energy Sense off action. I can.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move my full movement speed.
Well, activating energy sense would be considered still an action. If you're in combat. You haven't done the work for spell points and stuff to bring it down to a bonus action or free action.
For Shocking Aura, though, do I have to have Energy Sense activated?
No, it's an adaptation
okay.
for it.
That's cool. So, I'm going to move my movement speed, which would put me in range of 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. So they're all within the 30-foot range. Roll intelligence to see how many I can target.
Yep.
And I'm going to put 3 more extra points into it for damage.
Okay.
So it would be 4d6 total, I think.
So it'd be a total of 7 points that you're using.
Yep.
Roll to the number in your intelligence to roll the number of targets. So 3 plus your intelligence modifier, which is 4.
Yep.
So up to 7 targets. So select up to 7 targets within that range. There are 4 enemy targets that are in that range to accept.
Yep.
Okay, and then so you added 3, so that's going to be 4 spell points of damage. Roll.
Can I get some D4s? D6s, my bad.
Make up your mind.
Sorry.
How many do you need?
I'm good now. I'm good.
It's just 4. Shit roll.
Plus my spell mod, right?
Yeah.
Alright, plus 6. So, 12.
12.
That was
Read the
weak.
Spells to actual spellcasters.
Oh boy. Okay,
I am
so
a spellcaster.
It's an actual spellcaster.
Oh,
It's still good though.
yeah. I thought I was going to do something a lot more epic.
Don't worry, we'll be able to blow up a plane sometime in the near future. Too.
Not that epic, not that.
That's a little bit more extreme than what we're going for.
That's not really my objective, my character's
Okay.
objective.
so dead.
Which one?
So those two both are now
they're
both dead.
Okay.
Okay.
We just leave them.
They're out the game.
Actually, you didn't actually hit that one back there. Okay. And all 3 of those are knocked prone. Okay. 2 of them are barely breathing. 1 of them is barely moving.
Oh.
That was pretty epic.
That was successful.
Pro levels, that's pretty epic.
Yep. No, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Anything else for you this turn? That was your action and your movement.
Yep, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna spin back around and go for 2 more punches on that frog who I already punched.
Okay.
6. Was a hit. And a 7.
Nope.
Maybe you should have been facing the other way still.
He spun around.
Sorry.
Make yourself dizzy.
All right, so we're back up to Fee.
Yep.
Now you can go and free the kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and just like go to the one that's panicking.
All right, make a charisma roll.
You're the scariest one of us. Yeah, let's do the children.
Oh
No, this kid's gonna off himself. Poor
She's like
children.
reaching
Come here, honey
towards
kitty,
her
with
wrist.
this fucking bind rope.
The kid starts trying to back away from you, but the rope keeps him from running anywhere. So he's literally trying to run away, and you can see the ropes cutting into his wrists with him trying to get away from you.
Can I grab his like arm and like just?
Okay, the other little girl is still passed out.
She's fine. She's fine for now. But I just like grab onto the child to make sure they don't run and just like undo the bindings because I
That's
don't
a
want them
candy
Okay.
to
little
cut their.
girl.
They're gonna
Alright,
keep
so-
cutting their wrists.
Make a dex roll.
5.
Okay. So you reach out and grab, roll any dice and tell me if it's odd or evens.
So bad.
Evens.
Okay. Good. You miss the kid completely as it jumps out away from the side of you. So you didn't actually rip his arms off. As he's definitely staying away from your grasp.
So we just float over to the other kid and untie her then.
Okay. Make another dex check.
I mean, that one clearly doesn't want to be helped, so. Dex?
Yep.
10?
Okay. So you're able to untie her hands. And that's your turn. Joe.
Seafood, you scared the hell out of him.
I'm not scaring this one, she's asleep.
So,
Scared of you.
let's make sure I don't fail my spell. Alright. Next save versus charisma. Fork boy.
I rolled a 1.
You my bitch now.
Yep. As it rises to its feet. And you know it's waiting for your command.
Get him!
Okay, its movement is 25. So, unless it uses its bonus action.
Bonus action? Yeah, what the hell? You can still get up one hit, right?
Yeah.
The one.
Are the kids still chained to him?
Yeah, so the kids
Oh,
get...
shit!
Yeah.
The scared one.
Yeah,
Yeah, the scared one's getting cracked.
No, it's the standing one, which is probably hard.
I forgot about that part. Should have made him drop the rope first.
The unconscious one's there, unbound. The other one,
Okay.
though.
The kid's able to barely keep himself up to his feet to keep himself from, like, hurting himself further. He almost seemed happy to be pulled away from the other creature.
These poor children.
Oh, shit.
I'm not gonna lie, my character knows nothing about you. Almost metagamey. He wants to look at you and be like, "Did you want to eat the children?"
Right?
Well, I don't know.
Fair game if you want.
No.
Pick up the tiny girl.
Huh?
No.
Can my character just like pick up the small child?
You're still in... You just finished untying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to wait till next round.
Okay.
Okay, so...
I hope it doesn't wake up. If it wakes up,
Any-
it's gonna wake up to a nightmare.
Come
So
here.
that was your action and your bonus. Attack roll.
I just want to save you.
6.
That's a miss.
Alright.
By the way, his axe is still at her feet.
That's okay. He can
Okay.
still punch, headbutt.
Yeah.
Apparently can't do shit at the moment.
So
Hold him by the front.
does not get up. Ooh. One of them stands up. And then, because of all the damage he's taken, oh, he would stand up. Okay. And then the other one does not. Froggy against you. Oh shit! I rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Yeah. So 4 points piercing damage as he hits you with a dagger.
Too bad.
Horrible.
Could have been worse.
Next one attacks you. Misses completely. The other one turns around to face the undead orc in front of him and misses completely.
Boss, what are you doing?
And that's the end of my turn. So now we're back to Sam and Greg.
Did I see this one stand up?
Yeah.
Put it right back down.
I'm gonna walk over here.
20.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast that shocking aura again, because now I'm directly in the middle of them. Cloud clearing.
So
Is that like double targeting?
at a natural 20, because you're rolling that, I'll allow you to choose effect for up to the full 24 targets within your vicinity for heal or damage, because of the way that you can use your effect, remember?
Is there anyone damaged?
So roll.
Technically,
Yeah, he is.
I have like a dagger in
So
my arm.
how many spell points did you put into it additional?
I was gonna put another 3.
I thought you, so that's 3d6, or sorry, 4d6 at that point.
4d6, and it'll heal my co-members, but...
Yeah, so it's basically everybody that's here. Are you designating the undead as a foe, friend, or neutral? Or just not bothering?
I'm not bothering.
Okay. The kids, are you designating them as friend, foe, or nothing?
Friend.
Okay.
If they're wounded, they'll be healed.
Okay.
Saves me the trouble healing everybody.
Okay. 17 plus 6. 23.
So how do you want to do this? For all of them.
Okay,
Except for the one in the back, who upon seeing this runs away.
Fuck, I'm out.
Okay, does not get far.
Fire.
Oh,
No, I rolled a 3, so he only goes like 2 squares away
So, it's
by
like...
the time it occurs to him to actually run. So yeah, all of them, the rest of them, you can knock off. Just pop.
Well, I just want to shock them. The reason I don't want to make them go pop is because I need their ears.
No, electrical damage is not going to make them like literally explode.
Oh, okay. I was making
It's just
sure.
with almost like a pop sensation, all of them just fall down dead, kind of jilting and jolting a little bit. All of you feel a tingle go coursing through you, and if you've taken any damage, heal 17 hit points. Or actually, 17 plus 5.
23.
Right? 23 hit points.
I'm back at
I
full.
only needed 4.
I only needed
I
4.
only needed 2.
Yeah.
So we're all full.
Okay, the little girl wakes up as you're reaching down to pick her up.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
Jesus.
Make a charisma roll.
17?
She looks up at you, looks around, starts crying,
I'm gonna hand her some
And-
salt candy.
jumps into your arms,
Aww.
and cuddles in.
Wow.
But she had a high roll, and
She's gonna pick up the child and up with her.
okay,
Try to calm her down.
okay. The kid over by the orc is still trying to untie himself. Trying to back away from this now undead orc and looking at everyone else in pure terror.
Hi, little girl, want some candy?
And there's still another one walking away. So
How far away is... I mean, he's about...
we still have Greg's turn.
Yeah. Is he within 40 feet?
Oh yeah.
10,
He's
20.
in 40.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just run right up to him and try to
Punch him in the mouth.
2 punches right to the back, take him down, or try
Okay.
to.
I will let you roll with advantage on the first one at least.
Nat 20.
Just roll damage.
Okay.
He's not a very strong soul.
I have a feeling he's having a bad day.
So-
10
So your total dice roll was
for the first one.
your total dice roll was how much?
Dice roll, what'd you roll? Right there.
Right there.
Yep,
It
I'm
was
good.
a 6 plus my 3 dex plus my. I rolled a 1 on this.
Okay, so it's 7. You double the 7, so that's 14. Plus your dex.
So that's 17.
Okay. So
So
how do you
looks
want to
like
do
a-
this?
I just want to plant my fist through him.
Okay, you come up behind him, your fist comes out, and you feel this sickening, like, wonderful sensation, and you realize that the weight of the goblin is now resting on your hand as your hand is embedded in its head.
Donut him through the spine.
Okay, you have goblin head, ear.
Oh, through the head.
At that amount of damage, yeah.
That works.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least you didn't really do this.
Your pointy knuckles are coming through its eyes.
Damn it, I killed those two, Greg.
Alright, so does it look like there's no other enemies,
Sorry,
no
my
threats? I
target was
can,
its
No
back.
other threats that you can see except for the screaming kid trying to get away from the orc.
Alright then, if there's any goblins take their ears, I guess they have the value up in Toka.
Yeah, I'll try and calm the kid down here with my new friend.
You're gonna have the undead orc try to calm down the kid.
No, I'm gonna go over to the undead, or the kid with the undead orc.
Okay, make a
I don't want him to let go of the kid until I get there.
charisma roll.
Not to sound exactly cold, but this is the world. What the fuck are we gonna do with the kids if we can't sell them back to Toka?
I don't care what we do with them, but let's just keep them alive for now. They might be worth. Somebody might actually, want these kids. Ooh, no.
Might be able to
Oh, no,
return them
two.
to
No.
wherever they were taken for money.
Look, I look at the condition
So
of the
six.
kids. I have a feeling when
Whole
they're from
six.
there ain't much left.
Probably.
The
Why
kid,
don't we just take
in a
the
rare
trip
burst
with
of
us and
courage,
bring them back to
tries to
Toka
body
with us?
chuck the orc in order to try and get free of it.
Don't think Toka
Fails
does
miserably
right,
and
so it
bounces
wouldn't
off of
be
its legs.
valuable
He's
then,
just a
I'm
little
not sure
kid
what
up
to do with
against this
this.
giant
Thinking
undead orc,
orphanage?
but
Right.
Oh.
yeah, it just bounces right off of it,
Adopt
falls
them
to the
out.
ground.
Alright. So I'll head over there.
Sorry, I guess
Yeah.
where I'm from, giving him a dagger and saying the best of luck would be better.
Calm down, child.
Whatever.
You're safe now.
Bullshit!
No, no,
You're gonna eat me! Look at her! And him! What did you do?
He's not my friend.
Please just let me go. Just let us go.
We'll get you back home to your family so this doesn't happen to you again. I promise you're much safer with us than out here by yourself.
They killed my family.
We know a place
They were
going
gonna
to
sell me.
No.
Are you gonna sell me?
No, we're not going to sell you. We're going to get you trained.
Oh shit.
Is the little girl calmed down yet?
Train some assassins.
What's your charisma roll to persuade her to calm down?
Well, there's one place we could drop him, I guess.
21?
Back home.
I rolled a 1.
My home.
She will do whatever the fuck you want her to do at this point.
I'm gonna give her some of my
You are the
salty
goddess in
fish
her
jerky.
mind.
I'm gonna give her some of my fish jerky.
Okay.
to eat her.
She is comfortably in your arms eating fish jerky.
Hey, Seafood, you got any fish for this little one?
She's just gonna look at him.
I'll undo the hands.
The kid starts freaking out. The other little boy starts freaking out again, thinking that you're going to eat his sister. And trying to pull away from the orc.
Just gonna float up to the kid and show him his sister. Your sister's fine.
I'm about to eat her, but I'm
Make a
fattening her
charisma
up.
roll.
Trying to fatten her
I
up
take it
later.
you're collecting the ears during this time?
Yeah,
I am too.
I'll remove my fist from its pulverized head and just the ears off.
Collect ears, collect eyes, toes.
Okay.
I don't think there are
So
much
you can
eyes
collect a
left to
total
collect.
of 6 sets of ears.
That might be it, I guess.
Now, are you doing that towards your personal? Oh, you guys don't even have resource slots yet. Never mind.
No.
Yeah.
We're too poor.
You have 6 sets of goblin ears.
Good. All right, 94 more to go.
The 10.
I rolled a 5, so the kid's calming down a little bit, but he's still freaked out.
Or
And-
just like
Make a wisdom check for me.
17.
You are very uncomfortable with the fact that there's an undead creature here. Okay? As part of your holy teachings, you should banish it away so its soul can find peace.
She was thinking of doing that after she got the kid disconnected from it.
So that would just be something that you need to be aware of.
No, not George.
That urge.
Not George.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? So you can move her over. She's trying to calm down the kid too.
I'll offer the kid some water.
Make a charisma roll. Persuasion to calm him down, right?
Yeah. Ten.
Bane is different from Banish, right?
I rolled a nat 20.
He finally get himself free.
Yeah. That sounds like probably the most likely point of it. That he just got himself free and starts backing away from everybody else, but not running away totally. He doesn't want to abandon his sister.
Children, you are fine. We will not hurt you. We
Can I
will not
cast
eat
calm
you. We will
emotions
not
on him?
sell you.
Yes. That's a wisdom check on my side, I believe.
Could be.
Make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail this saving.
I rolled another nat 20.
That didn't work.
No. He is calming down on his own, but the spell does not take effect. Apparently he's too wired. Alright, so you now have 6 sets of goblin ears. The kids are finally calming down a little bit. You'll be able to talk to them in a few minutes. What else do you guys want to do? Anything?
You guys grab the eyes too?
I don't think I could collect the eyes from that one.
Well, that one. There's still others.
Could if you wanted me to.
Everything in Toka has a price for somebody.
So what I tell you is, if that's the case, we can find someone to butcher them. You see
That's
me.
why we need the scavenger bot.
Well, I have a storage spot.
Can I get
You see me
the
open up my
untied
gauntlet,
this?
and a room appears.
Oh.
The Thames
That's
Cube.
awesome!
No one else would see it. You'd only
Just
see...
me?
You would see an image of like a 10 by 10
Okay.
cube. And then you have to select either to whatever's in the cube to put into your storage slot, or whatever your storage slot you're opening to appear where that cube is.
This is my personal one, so off my gauntlet. So
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm explaining to you.
Yep. So okay, so it doesn't go visible, but so I open it up and then just
You're
start.
doing an empty slot,
Yep. Just go in an
Okay.
empty slot.
so
Should we do
then
these
you'd probably want to
corpses,
pile them all up first.
I ask you, and maybe if you want to send the
Well, I'm still working with the kiddies here. I can have him do
the
it.
orc,
Me and the orc can gather up the goblin
Yeah.
corpses.
gather up the corpses. I'll store them.
The frogs too?
All corpses.
Yeah, we'll gather up the goblins and the frogs.
Okay. And then I wait for them to do that, and then I start depositing the corpses.
Okay, so you now have 6 earless goblins
Yes.
and 3 frog locks. Slooty Dwarf, thanks for following. Cool.
What's up, Dwarfy?
And 3 or 4? How many frogs
3
left?
frogs.
3 frogs. 3 frogs.
Okay, Abs?
Main corpses.
I needed a measurement.
All right, so it's now late afternoon. The kids have finally calmed down. You're able to discuss things a little bit clearer with them now. The little girl has eaten quite a few of your candies and jerky, and the little boy's eating and had some at this point now too. Okay, so you are getting closer to evening. So it's up to you. Do you want to set up camp for the night, or do you want to try pressing on?
We did lose some time on that fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you press on, you could get another 2-3 hours of travel before you'd start taking exhaustion.
I say we try to make up for the time we lost in the combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least,
Yeah.
Keep moving.
at least go for at least another hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay.
We have a guard, though.
Could have him like walk ahead of us in case anything happens.
Exactly.
Okay. So the orc is taking lead.
Yep.
Okay, you now have an undead orc. Are you collecting his axe for him, or are you putting
We'll let him
that
grab it.
into storage?
Yeah, we'll
How
let him
heavy are
grab it.
both the kids?
Huh?
How heavy are both the kids?
They're each about 40-50 pounds. They're pretty emaciated and gaunt. They're only like 5-6 years old.
was gonna ask if there's a way that she can, like, possibly carry them both.
What's your strength?
14.
Yeah, you could carry him.
Okay.
A little here, a little there.
They can ride on the back of the fishy.
See, kitties, they're having fun right now.
One rides on my back, and I just put the other one.
Oh, little girls in your arms, little boys in the back. Ride him, fish girl.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, nothing else happens for the next couple of hours. Are you guys going to continue on through the night, or are you guys going to take a break?
Probably a good idea to rest. He's out of key.
Yeah, I need to make up some spell points, so we should camp for the night.
Okay.
Let's have your... Does your reanimation stay around if you're asleep?
Once you res it, it's his servant. It's an undead creature from this point onward. And because he made the control undead, it will be his loyal undead servant until it's destroyed. Or he dispels it.
I feel kind of bad for melting its face.
He doesn't need that.
What's wrong?
It's charred and fugly.
I
can
can't
get,
find
like, a
a
mask or
banish
something.
spell.
Huh?
I can't find a banish spell. I have Bane, but that's it.
Banish is higher level. It's like level 5, 6.
Yeah.
So... If you're always
But you really want
to.
to.
You can.
All right, so you guys setting up camp?
Yep.
How are you guys setting up camp?
Yeah, we'll go get a clearing like that-ish.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of cover and, so the orc can control.
You've never camped outside of water.
And I'm just constantly floating.
You don't really care about warmth or anything like that, or food.
I just need a spot to meditate.
Yeah. So you never really set up camp. You, as a Rakshasa, probably didn't camp out too much.
I don't really need to. I can meditate.
So what are you doing to set up camp? She's looking lost, and these two just kind of pick a spot to sit and meditate.
We got you covered. Get some sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I just call out to the group just to stay on the lookout, keep your eyes open. Any of those who don't require sleep, I kind of call out to the Warforged. Just keep your eyes on it. If your big guy wants to keep on patrol,
He doesn't have
patrolling.
choice.
I'll keep an eye open.
All right, much obliged, guys. And then I just like, okay, well, then I grab my bed. I think I have a basic traveler's kit, so I just pull out a bedroll.
My character's gonna pull out some rope that she has and tie one end around her waist and then tie the other end to a tree.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't get up and float away?
Yeah, so I don't float away.
Just wake up in the middle of the sky.
All right. Yeah, that's right. I was trying to be nice.
It's up to you.
Well, just so that they know I have it, I guess it makes sense. So actually, at this point, you see me do some tapping on my armband, and an actual little shack shows up. It actually shows up. You can
Leland's
see it.
tiny hut! Pretty close.
It's a 10 by 10 shack that comes out. Do you activate it?
Yep.
Then the 10 by 10 shack
I know the thing you're
unfolds
talking
into a
about,
20 by
the
20
membrane over the
shack.
eyes.
Nice.
And inside you have sleeps for what? 5, 10? Sleeping for 10, little kitchen, it's environmentally controlled, and armored.
So we'll put
Yeah, it's
those
quite
two
nice.
inside there. Because she can't float off anywhere. The children's safe and sound in there.
Yep, it's Rupert's portable folding shack.
A gift to my uncle.
Oh, nice.
Very proud of it.
I would be too.
Yep. So we have
It's
we have
armored and the
structure.
door does lock.
So we'll leave those guys in there. Rest and me and you'll sleep
I'll just supply
outside
the
and
door.
meditate. With the orc running around patrolling everything.
Okay, so then you're going to camp out for the night.
Yep.
If you're inside the armored device, then you don't have to worry too much about anything attacking you. I take it you feed the kids?
Yeah.
Give them bento boxes and sodas.
Oh, quite happy they are. Bento boxes and fizzy wigs.
Never got this at home.
No.
We poor bitches.
Soda.
Yes, I'm giving children coffee.
Great idea right before bed.
I asked my character could tie one end of her rope around her waist and then the other end to a tree so she doesn't float away.
You're not going to sleep inside the cabin with everyone?
There's a cabin?
Yeah, if you just
Yeah, I pulled out a building and then made it bigger, so it's like a little one big room shack.
Okay, then yeah.
It has a bathroom. It has beds. It has-
caffeine. It's the best idea.
right? It ain't our kids.
Nope.
She's not going to do that. She's just going to go in the cabin.
Okay,
You guys will just wake up and see her on the roof.
that's fine.
Up against the
No,
roof. Like
these kids have
Spider-Man.
had a very stressful day. They're going to sugar crash pretty hard.
Yep.
Hey, you're all nicer than I am. I would have been like, here's a dagger, go off. Fun, like, not my problem.
All right, so
Hoping you're gonna get a
we're going to take a
reward.
quick break here. We're at an hour 20 for this part. We'll be back after about 15 minutes or so, where we take a quick smoke break. And then we shall continue on for day 2 of the trek.
Up the mountain.
You are right, pretty close to the base of the mountain.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, and I gotta go to my truck and get cigarettes.
All right. We shall return.